night. Here we go. On that note, time to get into picks and bans.
That's just because you left your PC on, Noah.
Well played. All right, I'll let you have that one. That was a pretty good one. I'll let you have that one. I'm not even going to try to respond. That was good. That was good. I don't even have a computer in my bedroom, but I'm going to let that one go. Subtle. Grog is banned after that Zed ban against Mickey.
Yeah, no surprise. I assume we're going to see an Ari ban too at some point in here, especially on blue side. You have the bans to use just to prevent him from going nuts on that champion. And it looks like we may be seeing some jungle bans because Hojin undoubtedly has something crazy to show us.
Oh, good. I can't wait. It better be something crazy and not just like Nautilus or something, you know? There's Rise. Banned out. Pretty standard stuff here. And so what's the final ban going to be? What is KOO going to try to take or try to pick up for Anarchy?
Ban the Ari. Don't deal with it if you don't have to. That's my idea.
And Mickey Zari has been one of his better champions for sure.
That's the new KOO coach, standing in the booth now, by the way, the one they picked up to work more on micro play.
Yeah, mechanics coach. Yeah.
So Kog'Maw will be the final ban. Interesting. The Juggernaut team banning the Kog'Maw. Okay, whatever.
Well, you know, Songyun has played a decent amount of Kog'Maw lately, and the thing is when he plays, he just doesn't seem to die a lot, even if they lose, which is most of the time. He has a pretty good stat line. So if you don't want to deal with it, there's a Kalista ban. And what is the plan for KOO Tigers? We may see them style a bit. Victor pick.
Yeah. Of course, you take that. It's Kuro's best champion.
Yep.
You know, it's very weird to see in Korea that it's Kog'Maw instead of Ma.
Ah, Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw. Yeah.
It's Mo. And I have a theory about this. You ready?
What?
Because Kog'Maw is sweet potato in Korean, and I think that it would be it would sound like sweet potato.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
If they actually spelled it ma instead
that's
of
true.
mo.
It's a different consonant at the beginning.
But it would be even more similar.
It would be similar. That's true. I'm just going to call Kog'Maw sweet potato from now on. That's my plan. So Alistar Sivir would be a solid set of champions for Anarchy to select. Better than the Corki, I think. IMO.
Yeah, go ahead and take that Corki away from Prey. He's something like 37 and 13 all time on that champion. It is his most played in his competitive career, and he's built up a pretty impressive win rate on it. And now they're going to choose an Ezreal, actually, which is another old Prey classic if they don't want to use it in the mid lane.
Yeah.
Which they're going to just take it for 80 carries. So they're going to deny the Ezreal pick from Mickey and just say, all right, we're just going to use it as 80 carry.
Yeah, and Prey is, like you mentioned, been playing that Ezreal down at 80 carry for years and years and years.
Oh boy, do we get to see his Pulsefire Ezreal?
Maybe. The famous Prey Scouter ceremony.
Yep.
This TF and Echo picked up.
Okay, so Jungle Echo.
Lear's been playing.
And there's the TF. I like this pick for Anarchy. It does two things. So we talk about Mickey, we talk about Anarchy. Two things must occur. Mickey must have backline threat. Well, once he gets Sonya's Hourglass, check for TF. Mickey must roam and affect the other lanes. Oh, TF, check. So that hits the necessary boxes for Anarchy to have a successful game.
Rom Rumble, though. The pickups for KOO. Will it be that Fizz maybe going to the top lane?
Yeah, and like I said, the Fizz, TF, when they have these carry top laners, they generally tend to do better.
Yeah.
I don't know how Fizz is against Rumble. Usually we see him against tanks that require some items like Maokai or maybe even Hecarim to really get rolling.
I think it'd be kind of painful for Fizz to just walk right into that Flame Spitter. Can dodge a little bit of the damage with the Playful Trickster, of course, but he'd still be taking a decent amount, you'd think.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And Rumble very strong on this patch, too.
Yeah.
Getting that really a major beneficiary of the Liandry's buffs and going for the Maokai.
Makes a bit more sense.
Not having that carry threat, but they do have very reliable ganks between Maokai and TF.
Yeah. Well, even Echo helping a little bit with that, too.
Oh, yeah. Maokai Echo is another very strong gank because basically if you time it right, you just wait for the parallel convergence to come down. Maokai roots them in there. Echo phase dives in. There's an extended stun. So Smeb's going to have to be super careful on this Rumble.
I just noticed Prey's Kermit illustration is doing the scouter thing from Dragon Ball Z. That's great.
He is very famous. And I think it was this patch that Pulsefire Ezreal's animations were updated, so he doesn't feel quite so clunky.
It was, yeah. They tightened up the animations a little bit. So if Prey decides to go with that skin, he will be better situated than ever to bring the pain.
Yeah, and KOO Tigers here got a great mid-game composition, got some solid engage from the flanks, and KOO Tigers are a team that flank very well with Evelynn.
Yep.
Anarchy has a strong front line here for Mickey and Songyun to do some work in the back. They don't even have to have Mickey build the Zonias if he doesn't want to. And we'll see how they can hold up against the Tigers. Can they take Kuro's professional undefeated streak on Victor and give him that first loss?
That would be pretty amazing. Rebels Anarchy has gotten some upsets before, but KOO Tigers seem to be on quite the roll aside from the misstep against SK Telecom. We'll see if they can take out that anger against Rebels Anarchy here in game number 1. It's time to get in the game and find out. All right, welcome once again to Summoner's Rift. Game 1 between the KOO Tigers and Rebels Anarchy. The KOO Kermits is what I meant to say there. Whoops, sorry. I mean, we can just change names whenever we want to now. Anarchy to Rebels Anarchy. KOO Tigers to KOO Kermits. I think Kermit may run into copyright issues. Well, not in Korea, but in other places they may.
Have to change their name before they go to Worlds or an international event.
That's right. They would change like the KOO green puppet frogs. Yep. I think the KOO Gonzos has a nice ring to it. If you're going to go with a Muppet, man, go with that Muppet. That's right.
Okay. Well, nothing too interesting going to be happening at level 1, it would appear. Another Ezreal game. We'll see if he goes the same way as Bang's Ezreal and for a tier build in this one. Gorilla laughing fiendishly in the brush.
Brom gets very excited sometimes.
If I had a mustache like that, I would get very excited too.
Yeah, why don't you grow one?
I can't grow a mustache like that.
You can get like a fake one.
A fake one.
Yeah.
Mustache implant.
Or implants. I mean, they've got to have like some plastic surgeon that does mustache implants here in Seoul.
They've got everything else. One could only assume.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's not Super Galaxy Rumble. I love it.
No, it's the Island Coconut Pineapple Rumble skin or something. I don't know. I feel like if Tom Hanks in that movie Castaway built like a robot to ride around the island, and it looked like that.
I think that's the plan. That's the idea there.
That movie would have been way better if they would have had that too. Mickey taking the Raptors. Just get a little bit of an XP boost here in lane.
Up, and they're going to be punished immediately for trying to take this Grom.
Yeah, he's just going to walk up, man.
That is so annoying.
Oh boy. And did he
nope,
nearly got that.
It.
That was close. Snowflower took a lot of damage though.
Yep, nice delay. And now we see Ixu getting low in the top side, wants to go for that level 2. So we don't really see the dual lanes going for the Gromp that early on, but Gorilla peeks his head in, finds out what they're up to, and is minorly disruptive.
The hope of every support player to be minorly disruptive.
It's about all the power they have, Noah.
Sadly. You know, until Riot lets us start being damage supports. Someday, maybe. I hope so.
You know, Doa, you just need to change your role to carry. There's no such thing as a damage support. It's called a carry.
There is. There is, man. There is definitely a damage support. Yep. Wow. Nice poke from Kuro onto Mickey, and you got to imagine it's going to be a little bit difficult early on.
Yeah. Kuro is 12-0 all time on this champion.
Yep. Oh, hi.
Just going to delay the recall.
Oh, he senses danger.
He's Mickey sense with tingling.
That's right. That's why he had his hand up to his forehead. He's like, I sense danger. I'm still sensing danger.
Hojin just trying to figure out if he's recalling or not.
Suspicious. Yeah. Oh,
He's here to pop out with a blue card.
why not? Just getting a bit more XP, letting himself passively regenerate some health. There you have it.
It says 11 right there, but he actually had to win an MSI too, and this doesn't include international statistics. So that's why it is a bit different.
Makes sense. But the carry rating.
The damage per game.
Well, Hojin getting poked a little bit early by Lyra as he tries to take the Raptor camp. Uh-oh.
Busy time winding.
Oh, Mickey. Here comes Smeb. They get the slow. That's a lot of damage. Mickey flashes, flash in for KOO, and first blood goes over to Smeb. Nice play. Well, meanwhile, in the bot lane, things getting aggressive on Anarchy as well. Prey, though, getting very, very low. Exhaust, and the flash kill from Songyun, so Anarchy strikes back almost immediately in the bot lane.
Yeah, able to pick up that kill, coming in onto Prey as they were overextended while they were giving knowledge of where their top laner was. And Smeb managed to sneak into mid lane for that first blood kill. Nicely done. But at the same time, it is answered. Prey is going for a tier this game, so he's going to have a delayed power spike compared to Songyun.
Uh-oh. Gank time up in top lane. Ixu could be a little bit of trouble.
He's going to twisted advance onto Hojin. I mean,
Should be.
He's not going to die.
Well, thanks for ruining the hype again. Hype killer Monte Cristo back after our first series. Took a break, but now he's returned.
Hey, I killed plenty of hype in the first series.
Hey, don't be salty just because KT lost again. I know that's.
I expected
know you're
them to
feeling that
lose.
way. It still hurts, so I can tell.
Yeah.
I saw you sobbing quietly into your tie behind backstage.
That's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened between the two series. But I got it out of my system.
That's right.
It's okay. I've already gone through all of the stages of grief. I'm back in acceptance.
I suppose you really would have gone through all those during the summer finals from 2013 more than any other time. That was really the worst time to be a KT fan.
I've realized that the truth of the universe is that KT doesn't go to Worlds.
It's true. Somehow Najin's going to make it again and then like lose immediately and you're like, oh no. Why? Oh. Want to make a play on Mickey again. He's got no flash this time, but he's playing much, much safer.
That's that only happens to Najin though, because Watch actually made a wish on a cursed monkey paw, and he was like, "I want to be the best jungler in the world." And then the curse is that he can only be the best jungler in the world for the month immediately prior to Worlds.
Yep. That's why you don't make wishes on cursed monkey paws. That's true. That's right. It's dangerous stuff, man. Every year we hear tales of the terror that is Watch in solo queue. Hojin flashes out of Twisted Advance. Ixu appears again. And Hojin's going to go back towards Wolf Camp. Yeah, they're going to chase him. They're going to slow down Lyra. KOO coming in as well, too. Lyra could be in trouble. That's a lot of damage. And Hojin helps KOO pick up that kill with the Chaos Storm.
Yeah, nice job just boxing him in right there, making sure that they weren't going to be able to have an effect. There's an equalizer going down. They get a flash for it. Nice trade.
Flash for Ixu.
Not really sure that flash was necessary from Ixu. KOO had no mana there, so I don't know if there was enough damage to really follow that up, but apparently Ixu. A little bit concerned, but they are doing a good job of controlling Anarchy. That was a bit of a overly aggressive invade coming in from Lyra. Is trying to push the advantage that he had found against Hojin from earlier, especially since, oh boy, he's going Runeglaive Echo. That is new, and I don't think that good.
I'm trying to think of, like, I guess, does Time Winder proc it?
Nope.
I wouldn't think so.
No, I mean, it gives him more AP, and it certainly gives him more burst damage.
But with the new Devourer that came out this patch.
Oh, that item is just, I don't know if we're going to see that in competitive play. It takes a long time to farm, just like the old farm item did in the jungle, and it leaves you in a giant power trough for a really, really long time. So,
let's see. New Feral Flare.
Yeah, Feral Flare was either way too powerful or way too underpowered. You couldn't really find a good sweet spot there in terms of balance for it, I think.
Seemed that way, yeah.
This is This is very interesting. I mean, I think that Echo is very strong in terms of his ability to actually tank. And so why would you not have a Cinderhulk? Because we take a look at 2 pink wards right there.
Well, I think it's just part of the whole pick potential, right? I mean, if you have an Echo that does more damage than usual, shrug.
But he's also just going to be why you okay, let's talk about Echo for a second. When he gets really tanky, the advantage that Echo has is that he can constantly stand in the front of team fights, which means that you can just slap your parallel convergence down in the front line and you don't have to be fancy about phase diving into it or anything like that. You just put it on top of yourself and your carries stand behind you and you stand there and take some poke and then they can't get back to the carries. If you have to put it in advance, you can't body block, you can't serve as a front line, and you're not as reliable with the W. So he really is, due to his insane CC and shield, very well suited to be a Cinderhulk jungler just to provide utility. But it's a lot riskier to play with something like a Runeglaive onto the Echo.
Oh, trying to go on Mickey. Mickey with the gold card loaded up. Here comes Lyra. They catch Hojin with the parallel convergence, but Gorilla there to block a lot of damage. Snowflower trying to come in as well, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a follow-up. Close call for Mickey, but Anarchy manages to keep him alive.
They had a backline there, and Mickey, at the very least, is chunked out right now. Has some more time just to use some pots, but they keep him locked down, and they don't have to worry about gates, particularly into that top lane where it's very dangerous. But if Lyra's going to build like this, they have to make plays with this Echo because he'll be valuable in skirmishing, but pretty not great in team fights. They do, that said, have a big front line with the Maokai and the Alistair already, so it's not the end of the world. It's not like they don't have tanks to be builds like this.
Maybe that's kind of the assumption, too, is that they need just a bit more damage. Because they have enough tankiness already, theoretically. Oh, nearly catching Lyra there. And so, things a bit calm for the moment, anyway. We'll see who takes the first dragon.
Yeah, well, KOO Tiger's happy that things are calm, though. They want to just sit here with his Ezreal, have no threat, allow him to get farmed up and into the late game.
Yep. Very true. And that mid lane turret's already taking a lot of damage, too. So when that gets poked down, that's going to be kind of an easy time to grab Dragon.
Yeah, Mickey also having to go for those home guarded chants to make sure, like you're saying, that it doesn't go down.
Yep. Needs to get back in lane as fast as he can.
Interesting that he's running Ignite here instead of that Ghost. I really just prefer Ghost. I think it's more reliable in most situations. So Lyra will get chased off a pink ward. And that's about it. Not too exciting.
Not too much, no. Looks like Runeglaive was finished for Lyra. So he's got that going for him anyway.
Yeah, it's also that, I mean, Echo was nerfed in terms of his AP damage.
Yeah.
Makes it even less appealing.
Oh, we'll see what he can do with it a little bit later. He has been able to grab a kill so far anyway. But this is going to be maybe a little bit of a farming game for a while here.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it will be.
Well, like you said, because
well,
KOO would like to dictate that.
Yep. And also, even Anarchy, they haven't been able to make plays with the Twisted Fate, thanks to Kuro owning the laning phase. And then they're waiting for Corki to get Trinity Force. It's like Mickey will be going for the Lichbane first, so they're going to start setting up a split push, which is basically all Anarchy does is 1-3-1 or split push with Mickey. That is pretty much their only strategy. They went very heavily for it in their last best of 3 against Samsung. They didn't actually end up winning that game. Samsung had some decent shot calling to all in the Baron and other objectives to prevent them from putting down too much pressure. It's very hard to play 1-3-1 in the current meta because you so rarely will be able to actually crack the base with a split push.
Right. Well, they're just going to take out this Rift Sculler, so it does look like Anarchy's trying to set something up for maybe a dragon here, but going to be so difficult. They can push up the bot lane. Not the greatest amount of wave clear for KOO in the duo lane, but can they transition that into a dragon? Kind of doubtful.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for them to go for a dragon immediately. They're going to clear out the pink ward, get a ward down of his own, but he's too late to actually do anything about stealing a buff. And Mickey still hasn't had a port. I mean, there's just nothing he's actually been able to do effectively so far this game.
Yeah. Blue buff's going to go over to Mickey. You know, it'd be really annoying to be Echo and have that, like, ghost time spirit thing following you around, you know? Like if you're like late for a meeting and everyone's like, you know, really quiet because they're trying to listen on like the teleconference thing, you open the door really loudly and you come in, you sit down and it's like, oh, sorry guys, and then like 5 seconds later you're like time self comes in and does it again. Everyone's like, oh, Echo, why can't you just be on time? Ironic. Well, and Kuro tries to make a play, but here comes Lyra. Can he get another kill? He can, but he may pay for it. No, gets out with the ult. Right on time that time.
Yeah, and Mickey actually makes that ignite work. The all-in from Kuro fails. He actually was able to cleanse the gold card, but Lyra had enough follow-up damage. Likely thanks to the Rune Blade, but here we go.
Equalizer, a lot of damage on the Mickey, on the Lyra. Lyra trying to go in onto Hojin. There's a kill, though, for Smeb, trying to get to Mickey, but Ixu teleports down as well, too. Oh, here comes Gorilla. Misses his Q, and with the gold card, Mickey will get out despite the ignite.
Barely living there, health potion ticking away, and that means that the KOO Tigers at least equalize that kill, and not only that, but they get a TP advantage too.
Yep.
So
Ray with no true shot barrage was on cooldown.
Sad times. Could have finished Mickey off.
Yep, that's right.
That's going to be it. No more shenanigans for the moment. Lyra looks like he's going to be building tanky after the Rune Glaive, so going for an Aegis.
So just a bit more burst via the Sheen, I suppose.
Yeah, so at least he's building tanky after that. That will help quite a bit. Songyun not quite going to be able to poke out that tower. Does have that Trinity Force. Ray completes his Blade of the Ruined King, so he will be a bit stronger in that dueling department if he has to deal with somebody getting into the back line.
Seems like a pretty quick blade, but considering he started tier, but I suppose it is about on time with the CS.
Yep.
Feels quick.
Pretty normal timing here. Now Lyra coming into the top side.
Big gank on the top. There's a gold card onto Smeb. Ixu trying to make a play as well. Smeb turning around, and he seems very tanky already, but he's still going to get taken out. Mickey grabs a kill there. Equalizer burn at the last moment, but not make a big difference. Kuro's going to take mid lane turret, and the rest of KOO are going to take Dragon, though.
Yeah, and
not worth it.
You have to anticipate that gank if you're Smeb. But I mean, he has TP up right now. He's not going to lose any CS because he's going to lose one wave maybe.
Yeah.
He was pushed pretty far forward, and KOO just very punishing. They get an ult out of Mickey, and they get a turret, and they get a dragon, all for the price of Smeb. Now, Smeb playing it a bit risky, pushing that far forward, but at the same time, Anarchy has such a great team composition for ganking him, in particular in the top lane, that you kind of have to expect that he's going to die at least once in the laning phase.
Yeah, it's not too surprising. Still able to pick up that Leandries fairly quickly, which is a little bit stronger than it was before because of all the AP item changes.
Yep, got a little bit more AP there.
Yep.
So Rumble, who loves to build that Leandries anyway, is going to be quite happy with that item.
Oh, yeah. And with the high base damage that Rumble has to begin with, it's pretty good. Uh-oh, he may need all of it, though. Trying to get away. Oh, Headbutt Pulverize missed, though. Smeb makes it out. I felt like they maybe could have chased a bit longer, but with Hojin coming up, that hurts, man. To miss your combo, ouch.
Miss the combo does happen from time to time, but in that case, they invested so many people into the top side to try and make that gank work, and that was a lot of time and energy. And now KOO just, again, reasserting their control of the map right now, pushing up that mid wave. And this is starting to get scary because Kuro has been unleashed. He can get kills onto the side lanes now if he wants to, grabs that blue buff, and TF at his tier 2 is at his worst. He needed to get into a side lane as fast as possible to split push with this Lich Bane, and that's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a couple kills, but Seems like he was right on the edge of being able to have enough.
But he can't threaten anybody now because his ult isn't long enough to really effectively deal with side lane ganks as long as he is pushed up to his tier 2. Loses a lot of freedom when it comes to using Destiny and Gate.
Pretty much. And now they're going to try to catch Mickey again. Gold card, though, onto Hojin. Keeps Mickey safe. No real follow-up from Kuro. Interesting decision to use the ult there. I think he thought Kuro was closer, so a bit of a miscommunication there, I think, on the KOO side. Since there's no dragon to really push Mickey back to base for or anything like that.
Just go back to lane. Your KOO, you already got the first dragon. You're still going to have some very insane scaling with Victor, and blue build Ezreal isn't a slouch in terms of late game damage either.
Of course.
So back to standard lanes. Aren't you excited? But standard lanes is perfect for KOO. As long as they don't have to deal with split push, twisted fate, then they're going to be feeling very comfortable. They came in knowing that Anarchy loves to run the TF. They love to split push with it. It's served them well in certain situations. And don't give it to them in a manner which they're going to be able to execute their game plan. So first pick the Victor.
There was a window that Anarchy had, and that window is more or less already closed.
Well,
KOO can just kind of play patiently now.
There weren't any early ganks really by the TF, and when the ganks came, they gave up so much just for a kill onto Smeb, which is absolutely not worth it in any sensibility.
Still trying to gain a little bit more vision on the map, and man, Prey's kept this turtle alive for a long time, but now he's gonna have to try to keep himself alive.
Yes, the gank is coming. He saw a ward go down there at the Krugs. Now he knows that there are a bunch of people in his tri-brush, so this may be it. Although he does have True Shot Barrage to clear out the minion wave, and now gonna threat the top side.
Oh yeah, that's right. Smeb could be in trouble yet again. Drops the equalizer, it really doesn't hit anybody, and Mickey going for another kill. Ixu manages to grab that one. And so they found an opportunity at a time when the KOO Tigers really couldn't take anything in response.
Yep. Well, and they got deep wards into the bottom side simultaneously, so nice job by Anarchy to wrest a little bit more control of this game away from the KOO Tigers. But that said, again, very easy lane to gank. Maybe Smeb is playing a bit too aggressively right now, a bit too far up. And Ixu could take a top lane turret. That would be very nice for Anarchy.
Yeah, looks like he'll get it. And Anarchy jumps out to a little bit of a gold lead even here. Uh-oh.
Well, the Tigers are very good at playing from behind, so.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hojin getting very far back right now. Basically, Mickey has to abandon his own jungle for fear of getting trapped there. 50 seconds until this dragon goes down. KOO starting to set up around the objective.
They've already got all the vision they'll need directly around the Baron pit anyway. It's just a couple of the deep wards in their own jungle that they need to kind of worry about. And you'd imagine they know that there's some in there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're aware. Now the question is, do they care though? Because Muramana is finished for Prey already. So he's in a pretty nice power spike right now compared to the Corki, who's still working on the Bloodthirster.
Yeah. Now Snowflower zoning out KOO just a bit as Anarchy tries to go for their first dragon of the game. Smeb's going to get a lot of damage done to this turret too.
Yeah, they just want to delay it as long as they can.
Yeah.
See if they can get a turret and it still be there for the dragon fight. Pings down onto the tier 1. KOO has to move down into the bottom side right now.
Oh, here we go. Ixu pops that ultimate. It's still very tanky.
They got the tower though. That was nice from Anarchy.
They did. Yeah, up in turrets too. And now Mickey can do more damage in mid too. I mean, I guess KOO responds with the top lane turret, but Anarchy seems to be doing a pretty good job of maneuvering around the map and taking turrets because of it.
Yeah, they are. And that Lichbane just did a lot of work onto the mid lane tower. You can't leave Twisted Fate alone with your turrets for very long. Not too much damage with the Death Ray yet.
Yeah, very true. Oh, they catch Mickey. Mickey tries to get out. True Shot Barrage goes through, doesn't hit him. Drill a little bit low. Here comes Maokai on top of everyone. Nice knockup from Snowflower. KOO needs to play this so carefully. Equalizer comes down. traps a lot of Anarchy members, and Hojin just hammering away, gets the kill onto Ixu for Prey. Kuro walking ahead with that Chaos Storm, and here comes Gorilla blocking some damage, allowing KOO to advance onto the Dragon, and Kuro picks up another one onto Songyun, and Mickey on the run now. KOO Tigers going to get their second Dragon.
And Anarchy wanted to go for that, but the zone control for the KOO Tigers was so well played. Smeb held on to his equalizer for the right amount of time, so once Maokai committed in through that choke, the KOO Tigers just kept abilities in the choke the entire time, and Kuro was constantly threatening from the flank. If they tried to get their damage close enough, that Victor would just blow them up.
Yep.
So very good team fighting from the KOO Tigers. They fought exactly where they wanted to, and now they're going to reap some major rewards. Get another outer turret. Smeb there just holding on.
And just like that, going from about 2K down to about 1K up now over Anarchy. So catching up and then some, as Smeb defends this mid lane turret for now.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to, Mickey, that is going to back off, so they don't want to just overextend. Anarchy, though, again, great warding. We see this team, they play well around vision, that is true. They constantly are getting the wards that they need. They just don't have the execution around that vision or the right decisions all the time.
Yeah. Well, Mickey getting that quick Zonias too. I mean, they're really doing everything they can to position themselves to make some sort of a comeback anyway. And it is still a very close game.
Yeah, the problem is that even if Mickey gets into the back line, how much can he realistically get done?
Yeah, I mean, Kuro can just blow him up. Prey can get away.
Yeah,
That's about it. Has to try to hope for a pick.
Missile Scepter for Smeb now. That's a very efficient item against Anarchy. There's not really much that can not be blocked by having that magic resist this game against Anarchy's composition. The only thing you're actually worried about is Sangyu. And even he is playing from a little bit behind right now without that Bloodthirster. So compared to Prey, who is already working on that last Whisper.
Yeah, KOO looking pretty good at the moment. Oh, that was not the right button.
So, yep,
Oops.
he had his Zonias in the wrong place. He was trying to ward right there. It was style warding.
I guess so. The fanciest ward ever put down. How did our observer hit that? He misses nothing. Zonias will be up fairly soon, but we'll see if it's we'll see if that ends up being a problem for them.
Likely won't. I don't think we're going to see a fight here before that Zonia's Hourglass can come back up.
So you're warding totems on 4. How do you accidentally hit 1?
Well, you assume that they don't have custom hotkeys, though.
Yeah, probably.
Probably
Gotta be changing it.
Yeah,
I mean, you're probably right.
Yeah. Most pro players don't play with standard hotkeys.
I mean, everybody changes up a little bit, but. Huh.
Back to wave clearing. The
Oh,
most
yeah.
exciting part of League of Legends,
No, it's not.
where you're the KOO Tigers and you don't want to get TF ulted behind you, so you just sit next to your tier 2s because you know you'll be winning team fights in a 5v5.
Yeah, wait for the
Oh,
waves
yeah.
to come to you.
This
Just
is
ride
how
the
you
wave.
This is how you play smart League of Legends against Twisted Fate, but it's really boring.
Oh. Yeah. Well. I'm disappointed Prey didn't use the Pulsefire Ezreal skin.
Yeah, he's using that spelunking Ezreal skin.
Yeah. I don't know if that's actually the name or not. Spelunking Ezreal?
Spelunking Ezreal. I think it's some
Spelunking.
underground explorer Ezreal.
Something like that.
They started with caveman, but that didn't actually have the right connotation.
Well, he doesn't look like a caveman at all.
He looks like a man who could be in a cave. I don't know what you're talking about.
Man in cave Ezreal. Well, here comes Anarchy trying to take this turret down, but the big shield from Gorilla is going to prevent a lot of damage from coming in. It's so annoying to have to deal with that.
Braum just there, taking all that damage from the turret.
Yep.
Mickey finally finds himself in a split push situation, but it's not going to be that effective because right now due to the fact that the outer ring of turrets has not been completely killed and KOO still holds the center of the map, it's harder for them to get deep wards in against the KOO Tigers for him to actually deal damage to a tier 2.
Well, yeah, you can see Kuro just coming right down.
Yeah, as long as KOO control the center of the map, there's a limited amount of split pushing that Anarchy can do safely.
Wow, clean. Snowflower taking a lot of damage, has to pop that ultimate. Lyra trying to get in the back lines. Teleport coming in. Wow, they get the kill on the Lyra very quickly. Two-shot Barrage not doing a whole lot. That's a big equalizer, though, coming in for Smep. And Hojin just pounding people with those hate spikes. Gorilla manages to pick up the kill on the Snowflower. It's supportal combat, and KOO want to follow it up. Prey flashing ahead. Oh, Gorilla with the double kill. Nice. Stole that one.
The Braum double coming through in the end. Well, KOO Tigers right there, they baited out that Twisted Fate ultimate. Basically, Anarchy just should have disengaged after Snowflower got poked out and had to blow his ultimate because everybody from KOO just went right onto the high ground. If you take a look at this, I mean, they're just out of position, and then we see the Twisted Fate. That is so easy for everybody to get out of. Again, KOO fighting around this exact same choke point. Smeb's going to come in, get the equalizer down. Here's Hojin. By the way, Victor isn't even a part of this fight, and they still lose. And look at this, flash forward for the last concussive blows proc. There you go. And a totally unnecessary Winter's Bite, courtesy of Gorilla.
What are you talking about? He could have gotten away. Just got to make sure he's slowed. It's complete accident that you get the kill with it.
Get the double kill with it.
That's right. It's pretty amazing for Braum to get a double kill, actually, because he does, like, literally 0 damage.
He's got Ignite, though, so that helps.
Yeah. It was already used, though. That was pure skill. Pure skill shot.
Pretty sure he got that first kill with Ignite, but...
Could be, yeah.
Right.
Could have been.
Back to mid-lane shenanigans.
Yeah. So Lyra picked up the Bombing Cinder after getting the Rune Glaive enchant. So maybe going to build into a Sunfire Cape at some point.
Definitely, because he has a cloth armor too, which will turn into a chain vest. So
yeah.
That is a very odd Ezreal build for the jungle. Not sure that is great, honestly.
Echo.
But he has to have some armor now.
Although he's got his locket already, so he's got AP, or MR rather.
It's just, if you have to go for the armor now, why would you build Sunfire?
For the clear. To steal dragons. Well, third dragon goes to the KOO Tigers.
It's just that Frozen Heart and Randuin's are a lot better in almost every situation than a Sunfire Cape, unless you really need that wave clear like Shen does.
Oh, that turret just took a decent amount of damage just the few seconds that they were there. Oh, they're going to try to make a play here. Nice big knockup from Snowflower. Equalizer comes down on top of the entire Anarchy team, though. Mickey Zonia's, will he live through it, though? Snowflower manages to pick off Prey. Couple kills coming in for Anarchy. Can they finish this one off? No, Hojin doing way too much. Man, they spent a lot of time on that equalizer. And KOO coming in, Kuro with the double kill, and he's not done yet. Really wants that triple on the Songyun, but oh, close.
Yeah, Kuro not getting another Q off, but basically they tried to engage onto Kuro right there. Kuro waited for Mickey to hit the backline and then just used a full combo on him, meaning that Mickey just had a sliver of health left, was easily killed after completing the Zonia's stasis.
Well, watch this equalizer, too.
I mean, it's a nice attempt here by Anarchy. Just go in, try and make a play while you can. Bray gets knocked down the backline, but look, Mickey here has no mana. Barely living long enough to Zonia's, and that doesn't really matter because he wakes up in the middle of a gravity field and a chaos storm. And then Kuro has a Lich Bait here, so he can just move through to clean up the rest of this team fight. He's got a lot of speed with his Q. My favorite part was how Echo Chrono broke right back into Victor range to die.
Yep.
It's not why you use your time rewinding, Echo. You don't do it so you can die.
No, that's like the opposite of what you want. He doesn't deserve a single second. Make use of it that time.
No, he didn't even get a second. He got like 0.1 seconds.
Millisecond. He'll do better next time. Maybe.
He won't.
It'd be sad if there's like an Echo and he just gets worse each time. Doing it's like, I give up.
Who wants to go back only 4 seconds anyway? That's the world's worst time machine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of why you would. I don't know. Dodge something, I guess. Hit somebody with something. all the echo type things, really. But it doesn't help you like go back and change the numbers you picked for the lottery or anything, you know?
Nope. It's not really that useful, is it?
Not really.
Maybe if you could find some sort of betting that only took 4 seconds to complete to have the outcome.
Maybe.
It'd be hard to find something like that, though. Maybe a.
Well, what happens if you like go back 4 seconds, then you just hit the button again? You go back another 4, and you just like keep.
But you
hitting
can't
it.
because it's on cooldown.
Oh.
Sorry, you can only go back 4 seconds every couple of minutes.
Oh, that's really not useful then. The echo in the cinematic was not the echo we got in the game, was it?
No.
You just use that time rewinder over and over again.
It's not even really useful if you think about it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Destiny. Just a
Hey,
Baron
want to
pick.
see where they are, yeah.
Yeah, just Baron check. So it's not even that. It's not even going back in time because no one else moves. He's not even going back in time. He's just going back to where he was. All it does is track his movement. It doesn't actually have anything to do with time at all.
That's true. We need a warning in these champion cinematics now. It's like actual champion may not match.
Yeah. Do you know?
Depicted champion.
Do you know that in that cinematic, did you notice that he actually does go back in time because the enemy resets in time too?
Right.
That doesn't even happen in the game. Now,
Not
it's
really.
not like everybody goes back to where they were.
That would be awesome.
Basically, he's a charlatan. His time rewinder isn't actually a time rewinder at all. The only thing it does is track where he was 4 seconds ago, and then movement displaces him. It displaces him in space, not in time.
Wow.
It has nothing to do with time.
Wow. This is a very touchy subject for you. So I think we found a champion that you dislike more than Shen even, maybe, in terms of practicality.
I just think he echoes a liar.
Apparently.
He just names his stuff like Chrono Break, Time Winder. It's not anything. He's a snake oil salesman.
He's truly the Wizard of Oz of League of Legends characters. Pay no attention to the man behind the rune glaive. Yep.
Once again,
his team's like, come back. He's like, I don't know how it works.
Riot Games. You can't just call Shen a ninja and then we pretend he's a ninja. He's clearly not a ninja.
I refuse to pretend that. We've always refused to pretend that.
You can't just tell me that Echo is a time traveler when he doesn't travel in time.
You can't tell me that Bard collects things. Oh wait, he collects chimes. You can't tell me that Bard cares about anybody when he clearly doesn't. Why is he a support if he clearly cares about no one in his cinematic? That's my question.
He's only there to drop by and take some items and then
peace out.
Peace out
That's
to
it.
who knows where.
Back to his apartment somewhere, you know?
I think that Bard should have a mechanic that once he buys a certain amount of items, he just disappears from the game.
It's like my job here is done. I must go. My people need me. Yep. What if you could like go to other maps in League of Legends and like bring back items that would be overpowered in Summoner's Rift? Like give them to your teammates or just use them yourself? That'd be fun. KOO Tiger's taking a 4th dragon, and it looks like Anarchy may go for a Baron here. Wow, they're going to go on to Smeb. Trying to catch him. There's Equalizer used. Zonia's as well.
Oh,
burning
my.
Mickey. Wow. There goes Smeb. But man, Mickey took a lot of damage. And is that enough to prevent Anarchy from getting this Baron? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they can try. They probably have to go for it, honestly, or at least make some sort of play onto it. They're going to take the crab just to make sure they have vision. Mickey and Ixu going to recall Ixu back in base, waiting for a home guard teleport.
That's right.
Smeb is back up in 30, though, and he has TP, so it's going to be very difficult for them to actually do a Baron right now.
Oh, Rumble's still on fire. Did you see that? It's horrifying.
The burning corpse
Yordle.
of a Yordle.
That's right. Looks like a dead Jawa. After C3PO threw him in the pile. Oh, never mind. Gorilla, a little bit of trouble. Exhaust onto Kuro, and here comes Maokai from the back line, zoned by The parallel convergence. Gorilla trying to get away. True Shot Barrage comes through. There's the stun from the gravity field. Kuro getting a lot of damage on, but here comes Snowflower with a nice combo. Gorilla tries to back off away, and Mickey manages to pick off 1 kill, but Kuro, in response, takes out 2 of Anarchy. 2 for Smeb as well. That's going to be a clean ace, a triple kill for Kuro, as KOO goes right onto this Baron.
Yeah, Smeb revived in the middle of that team fight,
Yep.
instantly used his teleport to get in, and you can see that Leandri's doing so much work on this Rumble. He's got a ton of magic penetration too. So let's take a look at how this goes down. 5 seconds until Smeb comes back up. Hojin zones out Mickey on the side. And again, Anarchy walking into a choke against the Victor, just not going to work. Ixu gets sucked into the middle and stunned by that gravity field. Kuro, they try to go on him. Gorilla is there to block a lot of that damage, and the Twisted Advance just not enough. And here comes Smeb as part of that cleanup crew,
Yep.
easily burning through multiple members.
And there goes. Easy inhibitor for Kuro and the rest of the KOO Tigers.
Yep, Baron straight into the middle inhibitor. There's no chance for a defense. Everybody on Anarchy already dead.
That's right. Oh, goodbye. This is a very different version of the Great Muppet Adventure than I'm used to.
Much more violent.
That's right. Much more bloodthirsty.
You didn't see the Muppet movie where Kermit was covered in blood?
No, I did not see that
The
one.
blood of his enemies?
What was the name of that one called? Braveheart. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it.
Muppet Massacre.
The Great Muppet Massacre. Somehow I don't think that would have gotten through the quality control there.
Have the alternate Kermit song, It's Not Easy Being Red.
It's not easy being covered in the blood of your enemies. Yep. Kermit the Barbarian, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, a bit of a siege. Oh, Mickey gets very, very low. There's a Braum ult. Zonya's used. Mystic Shot does not find his target. They're going to go back in. Gorilla a little bit low. KOO Tigers may have overstepped just slightly. They take out Mickey, but Anarchy coming in hard onto this KOO team. And wow, double kill for Smeb, turning it right around again. Anarchy has to back away. Snowflower comes in to try to make a play once more, but Songyun gets taken out. A double kill for Bang.
And here we go. The super minions already on the Nexus turrets. Lyra, the last man alive.
Nothing he can do about this one. 4 seconds.
Once
not going to
Smeb
be
lived.
enough. Yeah, somehow Smeb lived, and that's it. So KOO Tigers, a pretty exciting game. 31 kills, make that 32 kills to end it. And KOO Tigers take game 1. GG.
Yeah, KOO in control of that game from start to finish. Played around Mickey's TF very nicely. Anarchy couldn't get rolling with the split push that has brought them that limited amount of success. And
Hi-ho, I'm here to kill you. That's KOO Kermit's right there.
good impression.
Thanks
though.
for stopping
Well
by,
done.
Kermit. I gave him the microphone for a second. Victory for the KOO Tigers. Yeah, it's a pretty average day.